Good morning, sir. You are Trishad Tarrant, and Mr. Tarrant is charged with capital murder of a person in a prison. Mr. Brewer, Ms. Jordan, where are we, and what's the announcement?
Your Honor, the state is announcing ready. We have no pretrial at this time. I believe I have offered a formal plea offer to the defense.
And she has, that offer has been forwarded to my client. To at this time, to say that we will probably set this back to trial. If we could, perhaps February of next year, just move on.
Well, it'll be when it'll be. But what I do want you guys to do, if there's a formal offer, I'd like to get a formal rejection of that. I have those forms on the tablets. We can get, maybe Mr. Rojas or Mr. Parker can help you fill out that formal. If you don't want to accept a plea agreement, I'll go through that.
This is where things get real. A capital murder case inside a prison, meaning the accused allegedly killed someone while already incarcerated. In Texas, that's as serious as it gets. The stakes, literally life or death.
Today, once we do a rejection, the case is placed on the trial docket. Typically, I don't accept that same plea agreement. You can plea open to the court. It could be something different unless there's new information that either of you get between now and then. So once it goes on the trial docket, it'll be expected to go to trial, or it'll be something different because of some information that you guys received. So I'll hold it. If you want to grab one of those tablets. Mr. Rojas, would you mind helping? Thank you very much, sir. And as soon as you do that, I'll go through all of that, bring you back up, and then we'll get it set for trial and look at kind of everybody's, how long we think that might take, and then we'll schedule it around that. But we're definitely not anywhere close to looking into February. We're looking at this year probably, based on our, unless there's some big reasons, but we'll see where we get, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll hold it while y'all get that taken care of.
She's protecting the record. In capital cases, even a rejected plea has to be documented so there's no confusion later. Think of it as the legal version of get it in writing. Smart move.
Good morning, ma'am. Are you Lisa Pratt?
I am.
And Ms. Pratt, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24, DCCR 1460. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft with previous convictions, and that's from April 1st of 2024. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
They assigned me a lawyer.
They did. So when you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed attorney, but now that you've bonded out, what I do is expect you to at least try to hire your own. So I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. Okay. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. You need to bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
And are you working?
I'm on disability.
You are. If I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system?
I do. No.
Have a seat in the jury box. Let's double check what you got in there. Have a seat in the jury box. Good morning, ma'am. You're Precious Eaglin. And Ms. Eaglin, you are here on 2 cases, initial appearance. In cause number 25, DCCR 0317, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer. And in cause number 25, DCCR 0318, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I spoke with Mr. Burbank, but I haven't officially hired him because I'm talking to somebody else.
Okay.
It's like the amount he wanted as well, so I'm need to call somebody else and see.
Okay, so what I'll do is give you about a 30-day reset to either get Mr. Burbank or someone else hired. If you get someone hired, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do.
Yes,
If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you talk to when you come back so I know you're trying. Then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that reset notice. Good morning, sir. You're Zachary Turner?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Turner, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24, DCCR 2197. You're charged with the first-degree felony offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, and that is from April 22nd of 2024. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Okay. Looks like you also have prior felony convictions, so it's going to be very important that you try to get someone hired. What you're charged with is extremely serious, obviously. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Turner, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of...
Notice how quickly the courtroom mood shifts from murder to misdemeanor theft. But even here, Judge West's tone stays firm. It's a reminder, in her courtroom, every case matters. No one gets a free pass, not even for minor crime.
Raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you the reset notice. Good morning, sir. You're Joshua Mays, and Mr. Mays is on probation for burglary of a habitation. Motion to revoke has been filed. What's the announcement?
Your Honor, if the court would entertain going through the motion with your please, and then I'll get an updated procedure.
There's no agreement.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mays, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. And will he waive the formal reading of the motion?
So late.
Mr. Mays, in cause number 20-36100, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation September 13th of 2021 for burglary of a habitation, and that was a 3-year deferred probation. Is that correct? So it alleges in that probation, or in that motion, that you violated your conditions of probation. Count 1 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department as required for the months of October and December of 2024 and January of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 2 alleges that you failed to provide verification of participating in the GED program. Is that true? Just today, it's just true or not true, and then we'll get explanations later. It's not true, okay. Count 3 alleges that you failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing the moral recognition therapy, that MRT program. Is that true or not true? And count 4 alleges that you're behind in your court-assessed fees. As of January 15th of 2025, you were $3,685 behind. Is that true or not true? All right, did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 and 4 freely and voluntarily? Speak up, please. And did you plead true to those because they're actually true? All right, then I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 and 4 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset your case so that we can have a sentencing hearing. I'll get probation to do an updated report. Looks like we probably will only need a probation officer, so we can do that on a normal day.
Yes,
Shouldn't take long. All right. And so you need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom so that they can make sure and tell you what you need to do to get ready for that sentencing hearing, okay? All right, we'll see you back then. Good morning, ma'am. You're Dale Johnson, and Ms. Johnson is charged in 24 DCCR 1570 with indecency with a child by sexual contact, in 24 DCCR 1571 and 1572 with aggravated sexual assault of a child. And Mr. Johnson, what is the announcement?
Not ready, Your Honor. Our investigation continues. We have served subpoenas on 2 school districts. We're awaiting those records. I understand we're also awaiting some records from the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services.
Okay.
Agreed order of the court signed.
Okay, that was signed back at the end of February, and I see your subpoenas. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to do maybe a 45-day reset instead of a 30. Hopefully we'll get somewhere on all of those documents, the CPS as well as what you've done, and see if we can get an announcement at that next court date. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Price. He'll let you know when you need to be back. All right, thank you. Good morning, you're Tyreek Flanagan. And this is cause number 23 DCCR 2310. Mr. Flanagan's charged with indecency with a child by sexual contact. What is the
Revoked probation means second chances just ran out. Mays didn't follow the rules, missed check-ins, unpaid fees, skipped programs, and now he's facing prison time. It's a classic example of how small mistakes can spiral in the justice system.
announcement?
Your Honor, we've gone back and forth with this quite some time.
We have.
I don't think we have any choice but to set it for trial.
Okay,
There's an issue with the outcry person. There was a CPS case in Harris County that was dismissed because of trying to get that information. The state is trying through CPS, but we're not getting it. So we don't have much choice but to set this for trial.
I mean, I'll order it.
Well, that's the thing, Judge, we've done that, and we've reordered it,
I see that. We've done a second.
and what we're still getting back is the same set of records.
But it's not the records that show
With
the
newer-
dismissals
Right.
and why over in Harris
Do y'all
County.
want to do a very try one more time with
And I talked with Kelly Friday. I was on the phone with Miss Adams, who's the regional attorney.
Right.
About, but we're getting another copy because our copy is gone. However, the newer stuff wouldn't have been in it. This is newer allegations that's happened since I've been on the case.
So are they going to work on getting that?
That's-
Did she say that?
I didn't get a specific, I'm still trying to get the original records, so we've sent this, a second amended that I wrote specifically to get newest, and it still didn't come back, so.
Okay,
that was
but you
part of
talked
that.
to her and she knows.
That we're trying to, her assistant is getting me stuff. I'm in contact with her,
Okay,
but the newer stuff is the problem, Judge.
right, but I don't want it to be. I'll call her, we'll call her. We've had no issues dealing
Right.
with her if we need something. So if y'all need me to do something, I want to get it done.
We just need to know the basis of the dismissal in Harris County. That's the same culprit. that
Do
we-
a joint email to me today with the two of you guys and me saying what you need. And then I'll forward that and give Stephanie a call and see if we can find out what we need to actually get that specific information.
And I just want to let the court know, like, since I've been dealing with counsel on this, I've reached out to the Houston office, CPS, to find out if there's information that is, get through that office as opposed to going to Austin.
Right.
The way we go, I've not gotten a response, and
Okay.
I've gotten turnover and all.
Send me something today and then we'll try to, and before we put it on the trial docket, let's do one more reset. Let me reach out to Miss Adams,
Okay.
see if there's something she can do to help us with that Houston information.
Yeah.
And then there's gotta be a way to get it. So I'll call whoever I need to call.
Thank you.
Okay. Stay in touch with Mr. Samuel. He'll let you know when you need to be back. Good morning, you're Ramadan Castillo. And Mr. Castillo is charged in each of his cases with aggravated sexual assault of a child. It's set for trial to begin with jury selection Monday, June 2nd. And what is the announcement?
Thanks, sir.
All right, well, obviously, it is one of the older cases. I anticipate it being at the top. We'll find out, I guess, actually next week, because we'll have a docket next Tuesday. But I anticipate it being up there. If anything happens between now and next Tuesday, let me know. There won't be any plea agreements after that. So if anything changes, y'all get together, and otherwise, we'll try to get it taken care of on that day. All right, stay in touch with Mr. West. He'll let you know when you need to be back. Mr. Mack, Mr. Kimler was here already. We called your name. You need to be here on time, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a bond forfeiture and you'll be put in jail, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna recall the bond forfeiture. Your case is set for trial to begin in a couple of weeks. The attorney's announced ready. So I'm gonna number the case for trial. You need to stay in touch with your bondsman and Mr. Kimler, and they'll let you know when you need to be back and ready for trial. It'll be in 2 weeks. Okay, you're free to go. Good morning, you're Rochelle Manuel.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Manuel's charged with aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. What is the announcement?
Your Honor, she's been very good about staying in contact with me about updates and all that. We have a new plea offer that Mr. Nichols gave us today. She wants to accept that offer. She told me this 2 weeks ago that she's trying to be responsible. Her apartment lease expires this week and she gets her last check. And she's gonna plead to pen time, and she wanted to wait to plead out next week if we could, so she could take care of her affairs. And And I feel certain that she's gonna plea.
Why don't we do that? Why don't y'all do the plea and I'll just
Okay,
reset it
reset
for
for sentencing.
sentencing, but we don't need to get a PSI, but that way we get that first part
Okay.
taken care of and.
I'll do that, Judge.
All right, I'll hold it while y'all do that. Mr. Elam, I'm gonna have you tested this morning before we go forward. Have a seat in the jury box. Let's see if you got anything in the system. Good morning, sir. Are you Nicholas Gilmore Jones? And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, in cause number 24 DCCR 1441, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from March 28th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 2-year term in the state jail prison, but that would be probated. You'd be on probation for 5 years. You would be ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Gilmore Jones is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Is there some history? Is that why it's a 2 over 5?
It is, Your Honor.
So I'm going to find.
This back and forth with CPS shows the behind-the-scenes chaos of real-world courtrooms. Justice often depends on paperwork and bureaucracy. Frustrating, yes, but critical when a person's freedom or guilt hangs on what's hidden in those files. Manuel's pleading guilty now but sentencing happens later. That delay gives her one last chance to show responsibility before punishment hits. Judge West uses these pauses to test character, and she never fear.
Sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that I can get a pre-sentence report done. That'll just give me more information about you, your case, any history, and then we'll go forward with sentencing at a later date. You need to stop and talk to probation before you leave the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right there, okay? We'll see you back at sentencing. All right, ma'am, again, you're Rochelle Manuel, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Manuel, in cause number 24, DCCR 1050, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury from April 5th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with?
Yes.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like that agreement's for a 3-year term in prison. Is that your understanding? And it's your understanding I'm going to take the plea today. I'm going to reset it for sentencing next week.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll talk about some important things about that in just a minute, but that's what you want me to do, correct? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Manuel's not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to hold that. We're going to reset you for 2 weeks so that you come back on a Monday,
Yes, ma'am.
because we don't have a Monday docket next week.
Yes, ma'am.
So a couple things about that are very important. Obviously, if you don't show up on the 2nd to turn yourself in and for me to sentence you, this plea agreement's gone and things could be a whole lot worse. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're arrested for anything between now and that court date, things could obviously go bad and I don't have to accept the agreement. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back then on the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Gomez Vasquez, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you, sir. And will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
You will, Your Honor.
I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. It shows that you were placed on probation March 11th of 2024 for the second-degree felony offense of indecency with a child. And that was a 10-year deferred probation. Is that correct? It alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you failed to successfully enter and complete an approved sex offender treatment program. Is that true or not true?
The program, I'm going to those classes.
Just, is it true or not true? If it's not true, then we'll just have a hearing. Okay. Not true to count 1?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Count 2 alleges that you failed to register with the sex offender tracking program. Is that true or not true?
No, it's true, but
Okay. So did you enter your plea of true to count 2 freely and voluntarily? And because count 2 is true. All right, then I'm going to find that you entered your plea of true to count 2 freely and voluntarily. Find that count true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset your case for a sentencing hearing. Mr. Hoffpower, you can bring whoever with regard to count 1, please.
Probation officer.
I don't anticipate that would be long, so we'll just do it on a regular day.
Just for the record, so he understands what I've explained to him, I'm explaining to the court, is that he has explanations of things he's done.
Sure.
And I've said, but it's whether you did this or not, and so he has some reasoning or explanations for all this. Which I
We'll
told
get the
court we'll hear.
explanations at a sentencing hearing. And so what'll happen is I'm gonna have probation do an updated pre-sentence report before sentencing. That'll give me more information about what's been going on. And then when we come back, Mr. Parker will be able to present to me anything you think is important on your behalf. Mr. Hoffpower will be able to bring any witnesses with regard to that count, and then I'll decide what to do on that day. Okay? All right, you are free to go.
Today's
Thank you.
session under Judge